Another difference between pages and posts are that posts are more transient. They're kind of tied to a date. So as time goes on, older posts get pushed to the bottom. So when I make these new posts, the posts beneath it keep getting pushed lower, 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 lower. And, if they're really old, then they can be irrelevant sometimes or forgotten about. But a page is usually more static and permanent. It's almost like a permanent post. And it's usually placed up here in the nav bar or somewhere where it's not going to be pushed down when you make new pages. It's always there. So with this About Me post, it actually is better suited as a page because a page, again, is something more permanent. And this About Me is something that should be, that someone can always access. Maybe it should be up here and not something that is going to be lost when I keep adding new posts. And so to show you how to add new pages and how to edit them, we're just going to take this About Me post and put the content into a page and then put it up here. So to add a new page, we just go to Pages right here and then Add New. And then I have this post up, so I'm just going to copy this, paste it in here. And as you can see, adding content in a page is just like adding content in a post. See how it has this exact same, the editor looks pretty much exactly the same. I can put a picture. So I'll go ahead and add media. Very similar. And this last part, I'll copy this in here and paste it in here. So very many similarities. There are a couple of differences though. So whereas with this post we had categories and format and tags, in pages that doesn't exist. So there won't be any categories or anything like that. There are attributes, however, which I'll explain shortly. And as far as format, although there's not a format, some themes can have a page template which is pretty much acts like a format. So you might find a theme that has something called page templates, and from there you can play around with that, and it's pretty much like formats. It'll change the format of the page, and this theme doesn't have anything there, so it's just blank. So let's just go ahead and publish this. When I hit publish here, come here to my site, hit refresh. By default, for the most part, when you add a new page, when you publish a new page, it automatically goes up here to the navigation bar, which is different than a post. If with posts, they don't automatically appear here because, again, posts you usually likely have a lot of them and you're constantly making new ones. And with pages, it's more static. You only have a set amount of pages and you're not usually adding new pages, whereas with posts you are. So if we were doing that, we couldn't add them all up in this navigation bar, or else we'd have hundreds of items after a while. And so but with pages, it usually does come up here to the navigation bar. When you publish new pages and they come up here, the order that the pages are shown is just alphabetical. So I had sample page first, but About Me starts with an A, which comes before S, and so this is going to show before sample page. However, when I come back to the editor, I can change the order here in page attributes. So by default, they start out with order of 0, and so I'm going to change this About Me to be an order of 1, which is higher than 0. Hit update, come over here and hit refresh. And now we can see sample page has the order of 0 by default. We change this to 1, so this is going to come after sample page because this has the order of 1, this has 0, 1 is higher than 0. In addition, in page attributes, you can also add hierarchy, just like we did with categories. So to demonstrate that, I'm going to add a couple of pages. We'll call it just this test 1, publish that, and another one. We'll call this page test 2. Publish that. So let me come back to our site, hit refresh. So there they are. So now let's give the parent sample page. So now test 2 has parent of sample page. And we'll go to test 1, edit that, and give it the parent of sample page as well. Hit update, come back to our site, hit refresh. Now, if we hover over sample page, here we see the page test1 and page test2. So through the page attributes, which doesn't exist with posts, it allows us to change the order of them displaying, the pages displaying, and add hierarchy to our pages.